when they're going to use sex to lure you in and to trap you.
Yeah, it's pretty much amazing.
I'm not a therapist. I'm not licensed. I don't have a PhD. But when it comes to these streets, I'll be knowing some things. Okay? So, hi, my name is Shaneida Monique, and I want to talk to you about the everyday narcissist. The 3 stages and what are the red flags. Now, let's start off with the 3 stages. First stage is going to be idealization. Second stage is going to be devalue. And the third stage, which is the last stage, is discard. First off, if you attracted a narcissist, everybody has at some point. Because when it comes to our narcissistic male, they are usually very attractive. Very attractive. They are charismatic. They are, usually energetic, usually physically fit, also very confident. In my personal experience, when it came to, reading up on narcissists, they really discuss a lot about the grandiose narcissist, which is usually it reminds me of like the narcissists that got money. I think that those types of narcissists are a little bit easier to spot. They're a little bit easier to kind of pinpoint. But the everyday ones, the middle class narcissists, the broke ones, now they on a different level. Okay, they on a whole different level, baby. And so we're gonna talk about it today. All right, so first, let's go into the first stage, which is going to be the idealization phase. Now, when it comes to the idealization phase, it's basically the hype up phase. This is going to be like the best phase or the best stage when it comes to your relationship with the narcissist, because this is the honeymoon stage. This is he's getting to know you. Now, you done met this guy and he is physically attractive. If his face is not physically attractive, his body is, because he is going to the gym every day. Also, they tend to have personalities that you would find attractive. So if you're into alpha males, he is going to be a boast of an alpha male. That means that he's like, nah, I like things this way. This is how I want things done. I don't play no games out here. Like that's the kind of like alpha narcissistic male, kind of ideally. And then you have like the sweet ones, which are the ones that are very romantic, very into attention and doting on you. This is like in the idealization phase, like he gonna rub your feet until his hands fall off, and you be like, oh my god, he rubbed my feet like for an hour. It was amazing. He does everything because, again, this is stage 1. All right, and stage 1 is to lure you in. That's the whole point. The whole point is to get his hooks into you. And so this phase is, it's a very nice phase to be in. It's the beginning phases. If sometimes they're throwing money at you. Buying you bags, taking you shopping, basically doing whatever it is that they can to solidify the relationship. Also, one of the tools is they're pushing for sex very, very early on. And there's 2 ways that they can do it. The first way is to actually look like they don't want it at all. Which is like, it's kind of a genius tactic, really, but that's outside looking in. Yeah, so they act like they don't want sex at all. Like they don't bring it up, they don't really talk about it. It's just like oh yeah, no, sex. Like, oh, it's not a big deal to me. It's not something that I'm pressed for. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's because he over there pressing his body into somebody else. But this is the first phase, so you have no idea anyway. Here's the crazy thing about it is that when a man is interested in you and he's legit pursuing you, some of the things that I say is going to be like, it looks similar. And when a narcissist is pursuing you, and let's say, your future husband is pursuing you, 9 times out of 10, they're going to look the same as far as the checklist goes. And it's going to be difficult for you to figure out, if he's really legit or not, which is, it's tough. And this is how so many women get into these very toxic relationships with these very toxic men is because the pursuit when it comes to you know, a man that is toxic is really like full force, is gun-ho, it's you know, it's the pedal to the metal. And when you look at, you know, a dude that's kind of like, you know, like a nice guy, probably deep down inside doesn't want to really get rejected or has some type of issues with rejection. So he's not really going to put himself out there to say that he's truly interested in you and wants something more with you. So he might kind of like fall back a little bit. But it's funny because as women, we're not really into the person that falls back and shows patience and time and things of that nature. And I think that this is based upon society and just culture, is that in American culture, we are taught to be go-getters. We are taught to be aggressive. We are taught to be assertive. And, you know, whereas you'll have somebody that is not like that, you know, and not to say that they're, you know, and it could be like legit a good person, a good man, and you'll kind of fall back for him. But then you'll have two pursuers at the same time. Let's say you'll have a good dude and then you'll have a narcissistic male, and they look exactly the same when it comes to the pursuit. Or maybe the good dude, he falls back a little bit, and that narcissistic male, he pumps it even harder. And that's one thing when it comes to these narcissist males, is that the way that a male narcissist pursues his victim female is on another level. Yeah, I don't even know like how they're able to keep that up for so long. And that's probably why, you know, you do have red flags here and there. You do have stuff that don't make sense, and that's really just a time to see the holes in their story and to, you know, use that as a scapegoat. But 9 times out of 10, if you're involved with a narcissist and you're in stage 1, you ain't leaving. You ain't leaving. Not in stage 1, you're not. Because stage 1 is nice. Stage 1 is comfy. For some people, stage 1 is very nice. To have a man giving you all his attention, giving you money, taking you shopping, taking you to dinner, on dates, you know, courting you properly, you know. It's so sad that, you know, a freaking a toxic demon is using these tactics to get you. Within stage 1, there are going to be times where like you could come across a narcissist and he's gung-ho about entering into stage 1, and he's just moving too fast and it makes you uncomfortable, or he's just he's pressing too hard on you and you're like, okay, no, you're suffocating me. This is too much. You want a video every day. Are you kidding me? I got a job. Where your job at? For some women, the attention is going to be a turn off to you. And this is to say the difference between, you know, how women can get caught up in narcissistic relationships is because when you have healed from all your past trauma, anything that is toxic or whatever, like when it comes to certain things and when it comes to how a person interacts with you, it looks different from somebody who has not healed from their, you know, past relationships or has not healed from, you know, past traumas. It's gonna look very different, you know. Whereas somebody that is, you know, doing things, you know, you working, you go to school, or, you know, you got kids and you out here, you know, got your business going and you have things that, you know, are reliant upon you being productive. You don't got time to be on the phone with this man all day long. Like, that's cute and everything, but I got to finish these reports. And in that sense, when it comes to a narcissist, if he's too much, or if he feels that the attention is what you lack and he tries to give you that, sometimes it could be a turn off for you. So, but yeah, but if you are someone that you know, you're not used to getting attention, or let's say that something happened and you want it and you need the attention or you need the love, like there's something that's going to be missing that he's going to be able to kind of wean out and attach himself to that and then feed that to you. All right, so even in that phase, like if you're a woman and let's say, you know, you make it be known that, you know, you don't have any children and you desperately want to have a baby, you want to get married, you want a relationship, you're ready for the, you know, the next stage in your life, you know, you've done your career, everything is set. And what's going to happen is that he is going to attach himself to your dreams and your goals and make himself to be your Prince Charming. And so that means that, you know, you have goals and ambitions, and somehow now he's going to match his goals and ambitions to yours. So now he's going to say, all right, well, you know what, I want more kids. Like I always wanted to have children. I always wanted to be married, and you know what I'm saying, I love, you know, just the idea of having somebody home there, you know, having a support system. He's gonna use whatever terminology he needs to use on you, whatever he has to do in order to get you to let your guard down is exactly what he's gonna do, because this is phase 1 and he needs to make sure that he gets in a really, really good spot with you, so that by the next phase is, you know, where, you know, it's gonna really be crazy. All right, so just be on the lookout. You're talking to a guy and he is charming, he's handsome, he's physically fit, he is you know, saying that he has, you know, well, I have this, and you know, I live over here up in PA, I'm looking into I just purchased my house out in Jersey, you gotta come see me sometime. And you know, it all sounds nice, and that's why, like, when it comes to, you know, just you getting to know somebody and courting, you really have to, as a woman, you really have to listen to your intuition, and you have to pray for discernment so that you're able to uncover whatever it is that is not being revealed to you. All right, and you have to see through the holes in the story and know that something's not right with this dude. Something is not right with this dude. You tell me you got a house in Jersey, but somehow you always in Brooklyn. You told me that you drive, you know, this such and such car, but when I saw you the other day, you was in a hoopty. And then, you know, this whole service is, oh, my car's in the shop, or I just had an accident. Oh no, you don't have your car because you got into an accident. I need to drive my car to you and go take you to do errands. So yeah, just be careful when it comes to the idealization phase. All right. Also, within that phase is, like I said, that that's when they're going to use sex to lure you in and to trap you. And usually when it comes to the sex, yeah, it's pretty much amazing. And this is why they be saying, why the Bible says you shouldn't have sex until you is married, because if you go and have sex with the wrong demon, woo, you're gonna have to be delivered from that D. You know what I'm saying? You know, and they use sex as an art. It's really an art. It's really an art. The more entangled you become and lured in with the courting, with the attention, with the whatever means that he's providing for you at the time, or with the emotions, with the sex, like the more entrapped you become, the better for him. And at the end of the day, that the goal is to get you up to your neck or above, and all this love, this lust, this fantasy. And basically that's what he's selling you. He's selling you a fantasy of himself. And you know, the more intoxicated you are, the better for him. You have to know, you know, what questions to ask and really how to navigate through that. But again, discernment, that's what you need. Hey, so that's going to be it for the first stage. I realized that if I put all 3 stages together, this video is going to be super, super long, and I just don't want to do that to you. Okay, so I'm gonna have another video for the 2nd and 3rd stage. Just please watch that, like, comment, subscribe. You know, let me know if you've experienced these things for yourself, and I will chat with you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.